can see all the bugs around me. Ew, I'm gonna have to go get bug spray. It's gross. Yuck. I'm working out in the front flower bed today. We just put this flower bed in last year. It is over 100 feet long. We got all of these structural plants in place, the trees, the shrubs, the hydrangeas, the grasses. But now it's time to add a little bit of pizzazz with all of these beautiful petunias. I think this is really going to help enhance the overall look in the front landscape, bring some cohesion to the front as well. And it's also going to really add to the overall curb appeal of this property. Can't wait, let's go.
You got it all inside of you.
I want to show you how nice and healthy the root system is on these petunias. These are going to be stunning. So the plan is just lay these petunias out, dig the hole, get them planted. I'm going to use some biotone starter fertilizer to help the roots really tuck in and grow. And then I'm going to water them in. I will watch them really closely for the first couple of weeks and keep them well watered. But after that, it's just gonna be maybe watering them once a week, making sure I am giving them a good feed because petunias are very, very hungry. So if you want a lot of blooms, you have to give them a lot of fertilizer. So that is gonna be my maintenance plan for the season. Other than that, it's gonna be basically low maintenance, and it's really going to enhance the overall look in the front yard. I don't know if you can hear me, but what we did in this area last year was the no-till method. So this digging is incredibly easy, which I'm very grateful for. So for those of you who don't know, the no-till method is you lay down cardboard right over the grass really thickly. Then you put 4 to 6 inches of really good compost. And then on top of that, you do about 2 to 4 inches of wood chips. So, like I said, this digging is divine. So I should be able to bust most of these plants out and get them in the ground. I know I mentioned that these plants really need to be fertilized, and that is because if you want big, beautiful, consistent blooms, they need a lot of food to do so. Now, I tend to kind of fizzle out and stop fertilizing towards the middle and end of the growing season just out of laziness or I forget. I just don't feel like doing it. So what I'm doing is setting these plants up for success by using biotone starter fertilizer right in each planting hole. So that's going to give the roots a really good feed and a really good kickstart. So if I do stop fertilizing towards the middle and end of the growing season, it won't be such a big deal because they have a really good fertilizer right from day one. The one question that I get asked the most about is what is an annual versus what is a perennial? So I have a really simple way for you to remember which is which. An annual, think of you have to buy annually. Each year you're buying an annual to replant in the ground because it does not survive your winter weather. A perennial, permanent. Permanent flowers come back year after year because they can survive the winter weather in your area. Okay, I just had an early lunch and I am going to change the location of where I was planning on planting the rest of the petunias in the new front flower bed because the mulch is so deep in the front area. I'm talking like 6-7 inches deep before you can get down into the dirt at all. I've decided I'm not going to plant in the front of the flower bed in this section right here. Let me flip you around. So this is where I'm talking about. The front section, the mulch is way too deep. So that's not gonna work. So we're gonna pivot. I am going to do a swath right there, and know that Deodar cedar is not dead. I just checked. It just is very unhappy. So I'm gonna have to fertilize that, but I'm gonna do a big swath of pink right here. And then I am going to plant some of the pink petunias down this way. So that kind of carries the pink, when you're looking at it overall, it'll kind of carry the pink down towards the bottom of this flower bed. All right, let's work right here because we know this is going to be okay. When I started digging, I realized a couple of the holes, the mulch was just a little too thick, so I decided to supplement with soil. I wasn't quite sure if this technique was going to work or not, so time will tell, but I can tell you within the first week, every single plant that I planted using the extra soil in the holes have taken and are working out beautifully. Here they are. Definitely an experiment, but we'll see what happens. I thought I filmed this, but I did not hit record. I did a little drift of petunias in the front flower bed. So that's gonna fill in nicely. And now I'm gonna go up here and do another swath, and then I am going to call it a day because I have a lot of other things I have to do, and I need to get the edging done before I start lining all these quadrants up with petunias. Shout out time. I'd like to give a huge thank you to my friend Kim, who is not only one of my close friends, but she is also a faithful viewer of this channel and leaves me lovely comments. Thank you so much, Kimmy. I appreciate you. That wore me out. I'm gonna put the total of how many plants I got in the ground today right down below. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know if you've run into where you've had to add a little bit of soil to amend the holes when you're planting petunias down below in the comment section. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do so. Click that red button down below that says subscribe. That way you don't miss any of my future uploads. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.